I'm thankful for these things. I'm thankful for all the years that we have had ladies and men that would keep Sunday school classes going. For those ladies that have had that special call that would just go the extra mile for our children. The children that that the Lord has blessed me with, and I can bring them to this place, and I see, Miss Helen just take over. Because she has that love and that call of children. And just right now, what a blessing it is to have our children being led and filled in the knowledge and understanding of God. I love my church. I love my church. I love to have a place where I can come and be greeted with a holy kiss. To be greeted with somebody that wants to see me. Somebody that enjoys seeing me. Somebody that didn't miss me all week. I love my church. I love to have a place when I know I'm sick, when I know that I'm down, when I'm going through problems or trials or tribulations. I know that I've got 60 or 100 people that are praying for me. That cares what happens to me, cares what happens to my family. It doesn't matter the reason I'm down. It doesn't matter what I've done to get there. What matters is I'm down. That's my church. That's what a church does. The church doesn't look to, why is he in the situation he's in? Let's point fingers. Our church is the one that looks above and beyond that. I love my church. I love having a place to come that I believe the same things others do, and others believe the same things that I do. That we can be in a place where we're not thinking about war or the end of times, where we have a place, we have a promise for eternity. We all believe that the Lord Jesus Christ is coming back, do we not? Amen. We do. I love my church. I love being in a place where we know that we always have hope. Where we always know that the evil of this world one day is going to be defeated. One day we're going to climb out of this ruin. We're going to climb out of these ruts. We're going to climb out together. That's the church. We're going to climb out. The Marines say we leave none behind. No one behind. We are the Marines. Our church has that feeling. We don't want to leave anyone behind. I love my church that doesn't want to leave me behind. I love my church that cares about my family, that prays day in and day out for my mother, that cares for her well-being. I love my church that will forgive and forget wrongdoings, times and problems. I love my church that says, come as you are. Come not as perfect, come not as what you can bring to us, but come as you are. We don't love church by size. We don't love church by prestige. We love church by the body of believers that God has put us in. Comfort yourselves together. If you know it or not, you need your church. What an eerie feeling it would be to pass by this place which has loved us and guided us and led us and supported us and filled us to see a dark, closed, locked door church with the grass growing up. The way the church stays together, the way the church doors stay open, is by the love of the people. I love my church. I love my church. I love my church. I love my church. Verse 11 says, comfort yourselves together and edify one another. A church is a place that builds us up. That's our commandment. That's our job. That's our responsibility, is to build each other up. And one of the biggest things that I felt and was led on Wednesday night is we don't only build each other up when we're down, but the Lord has showed me that, you know what? We're supposed to add to each other's joy. When somebody has something that is a blessing and someone has something that has brought them joy, you know what? Let's add to that. You know, let's hear them. Let's rejoice with them. Edification is not only for when you're down or when you're down and out and you don't know which way to go, and then the Christian comes along and helps you. It is for that, but not only. We need to look to add to each other's joy. To be joyful in what brings you joy. Our church needs to grab a hold of this month. Edification. To edify. To build each other up. And one of the greatest things we can do in edification is stay way away from those things of discouragement. Fussing, fighting, pointing fingers, gossiping. If you want to edification, you can do it by just not tearing down. Staying away from the ways of the world. Leave the ways of the world in the world. And come into church to be with the church. Come into church because you love your church. Everything we do, everything we say, everything that we be a part of in our church, we do it because we love our church. We come because we love our church. We stay because we love our church. We're a part of things that people start because we love our church. You don't need any other reason to do it besides you love your church. You edify, you build up. Why? Because you love your church. You don't talk down, you don't gossip, you don't point. Why? Because you love your church. The only reason you need today is because Jesus Christ has given you this church and you love it. You love it. You love it. Verse 12 says, "And we beseech you, brother, to know them which labor among you, and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you." Listen, church, this is a great verse to tell us that church is more than just the weekend. Church is just more than just Sunday. Church is more than just the hour that we sit inside the sanctuary. Church is a place, is a body of believers that we should know. We should know who we're fighting with. We should know who we are joined with. We should know each other.